How do they get the... Oh, that's how you get the stuff. Oh. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to watch the second part of Dune Part 2. Whew, man, this was a good episode. Good episode. It's an amazing movie. I'm super into it. We left off where we just kind of had that big introduction to Feyd-Rautha, and he killed those guards, or those ex-Atreides members on his birthday celebration. He's total psycho. Gidi Prime looked cool as shit. Paul, is now a full-on Fedekar, I think that's what they're called, something like that. Full on one of them. He rides the worm. He's Muad'Dib. Everybody fucking believes in him now. The Harkonnens know about Muad'Dib. They just know he's some kind of prophet leader of the Fremen. They looks like that the Bene Gesserit suspect it might be Paul, the ones that work with the Emperor and stuff, or that are in the Emperor's gang, whatever. And the daughter, and then the Emperor's daughter seems to, she was kind of in on that conversation where they were talking about maybe it's Paul still alive, Basically, she admitted it. The Reverend Mother basically acted like, don't talk about that. But basically sounded like she was saying, yeah, it really is him, probably. And then they're also the Bene Gesserit look like they want to put all their chips down on Feyd-Rautha, who's a psycho. And then the mom went to the south. She's pregnant because she drank the worm piss or whatever it was with little baby. I think her name's going to be Aaliyah or something like that inside her. Now Aaliyah's like a reverend, or the baby's like a Reverend Mother herself, and is like communicating with the mother all the time and talking to Paul through the mother, which is totally nuts. But yeah, so yeah, let's get going. She went down south. They took her south, where supposedly everyone down there is way more religious and stuff, and that like most definitely would probably believe in Paul, what I can't remember all these words. The Lis al-Gaib. Yeah. So let's get going, man. I want to see the rest of this. Also, the Baron tells Feyd-Rautha he's going to give him Arrakis, and he's like, what about Rabban? And Rabban's going to be pissed. So there's going to be some shit between those two probably over it. The psycho devious one and the psycho, like, uncontrolled, no self-control one, Rabban. Like, subscribe, comment if you like full reactions. The link to my Patreon's down below, and let's get going. This kind of looks like Gidi Prime still, maybe. Yeah, with all those weird, maybe they're like fireworks or something. Celebrating Feyd's birthday. It's a Reverend Mother coming to see him.
You're following me.
Stuck up on her.
I may have gotten lost. Will you show me the way out of this maze, my Lord Nabaran?
We've met, haven't we?
I don't think so. I'm Lady Margot Fenring. I'm here to honor your coming of age.
You're not allowed in this section. How did you get past the guards?
The gods? May I ask, what are you doing here? You're not taking part in your own celebrations.
You're Bene Gesserit.
And what makes you say that?
I remember now. I dreamed about you last night.
A pleasant dream, I hope.
Don't mock me, woman.
I wouldn't dare.
I know your Bene Gesserit tricks.
And what do you know about the Bene Gesserit? Tell me. Something wrong?
I don't recognize this place.
This is the guest wing.
Where are you going?
To my room.
She somehow lured him. Well, that was wild. Who is she? Have we seen her yet? She said her name. I already forgot.
Go to me, Neil. Put your right head in the box.
What? Yeah.
A sociopath of high intelligence, driven, cruel, but strongly motivated by honor. He yearns to be hurt. He loves pain.
Can he be redeemed?
He can be controlled. He's sexually vulnerable. The bloodline is secured. A female, as you requested.
You did well, Margot.
Respectfully, why didn't you test him yourself?
I'm a motherly figure, and based on what happened between him and his own mother, I didn't expect to be effective.
What happened between him and his mother?
He murdered her.
Desire and humiliation, those are his levers. If Fade Rother prevails on Arrakis, we shall know how to control him.
Desire and humiliation. And she just got a baby out of him? She fucked him after the Gom Jabbar incident?
Rid me of this Fremen demon.
Dude, they're setting up some serious... I mean, Paul's gonna fight Fade Rotha, obviously. I would think. I think I remember that happens.
The steel suit is full of piss. My head is caked in sand. Save me from these utter morons. Another world,
This guy.
another land.
We're in.
That's a...
Juicy.
What's his name? That dude's one of the Atreides, right? Like Gurney Halleck or something?
Run! Run! Come on!
Oh shit. That's so badass.
We're in deep Fremen shit.
Holy Mother.
Ah! Fuck.
I recognize your footsteps. Oh, man.
Killing all of his people.
You young pup. You young pup. After the Battle of Arrakeen, I was able to negotiate a trip back home for the survivors.
Why'd you stay?
I wanted blood. Since Muad'Dib has been driving Raban crazy, the smuggling business has been quite profitable.
Oh, so he's
Gurney, I like the smuggler.
smuggling.
Paul Muad'Dib. I've heard many stories about Muad'Dib.
Oh, that's so great. That explains why he was spice, getting spice. I was like, he's not working for the fucking Harkonnens.
Do you realize what you were able to achieve with 200 men? With thousands of these guys, you could take control of the entire planet. It's your father's dream. What are you afraid of?
Hey,
Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude.
Worship. Gurney. They used to be friends. Now they're followers.
Muad'Dib, the prophet. Why is that a bad thing? Use it.
It's not that simple.
You have the power to avenge your father, and you're afraid to use it?
Spice opened my mind, Gurney. I can foresee things. If I go south, all my visions lead to horror. Billions of corpses scattered across the galaxy. All dying because of me.
Because you lose control.
Because I gain it.
No need to be a prophet to see what's ahead. Your path leads to war. You know that. So war is coming. If you don't want to raise an army in the South, you may still have an option. I know where your father hid the family atomics.
The family atomics.
This possesses an atomic arsenal. It's huge, Johnny. It could change everything. And I could aim the bombs at the main spice fields. He who can destroy a thing has the real control of it.
So you can control it and not us. You promised me you didn't want power.
No matter what I do, you still don't trust me.
Because you're a foreigner.
I'm not a foreigner.
Not to me. But to the desert you are.
My allegiance is to you, to the Fremen. I'm doing this for all of us.
The atomics, the family atomics.
It's right under everybody's noses. Not clever.
That's the idea. Nobody would ever look in there because it's obvious.
Not clever.
Did you find it?
I didn't look for it.
How many heads exactly?
Enough to blow up the whole planet.
So he hit him. He brought a bunch of atomic weapons to Arrakis. I guess that makes sense. They were moving there.
Only with your genetic heritage.
I don't remember this aspect of this.
Your great-great-grandfather's legacy. The 92 original Atreides family's atomic warheads. That is power.
Yeah, it's sketchy. All right.
Reports from the south of Arrakis arrive rarely. These are barren, burnt lands, hidden by sandstorms which stretch 1,000 miles across the equator. Through them, we are receiving reports of a mysterious vigor taking grip on the imaginations of the southern fundamentalist tribes. Everything points to the escalation of war.
Bim nukim bibi.
Iskifta chayan sagasa. Quiet.
She can say quiet to her baby. Quiet. Wow. Maybe it doesn't like water. How do they get the... Oh, that's how you get the stuff. Oh.
Geri edema.
Listen carefully. Soon a man is going to visit your temple and he may want you to perform the rites.
It is forbidden.
Let him try!
This shows this story so cool. You having nuke dreams?
What the hell?
Is this Fade?
Johnny!
Is this Fade Rotha? Doing some shit.
Sharpie. She's stabbed.
Oh!
Old-fashioned artillery. Genius. We're literally melting rock on their heads.
I want to go on the ground. Prepare my troops.
My lord, I would recommend you stay inside those...
Bring his body to my quarters. My poor darlings are hungry. There's no food for them on the flight.
What are you doing here?
It's early morning. What are you doing here? Kiss my feet, brother.
Eviscerate them!
Are they brothers?
You humiliated our family. You humiliated me. Kiss or die. Or even not.
Shit.
Embarrass our family one more time. It will be the last.
The band's not gonna like that. So he's Fade's brother?
They didn't even engage on the ground like honorable fighters.
Madib, Tamachi.
Gotta go, buddy.
In the South, only leaders are allowed to speak. You must take my place.
I can't do that.
It is a good time to cross blades with me. I am weak. I am an easy kill, Modi.
I'd rather cut off my own hand.
We need you. We need the Lisan Al Gaib to lead our people.
You know what I think of all that, Stilgar?
I don't care what you believe. I believe.
Man.
I didn't see it coming.
The Harkonnens aren't done here. They just went back to reload.
I'm moving everyone to the south.
I'll stay behind and cover your retreat.
What are you talking about?
Johnny, I can't go with you. You know why?
I'll stay too.
Nobody stays but me.
Paul. That's an order! Gurney Halleck, go south!
He's afraid of the fundamentalists. And he should be.
Talk to me, Thomas.
You see only fragments. You cannot see the future without seeing the past. To unlock your mind, you need to drink the water of life.
The good hunter always climbs the highest dune before his hunt. You need to see.
He needs to drink the water of life.
You must drink the water of life, and you will see.
I want to see what happens when he does it.
The world has made choices for us.
If I go south, I might lose you.
You will never lose me, Paul Atreides. Not as long as you stay who you are.
Wow, she called him Paul Atreides.
I'll cross the storms with you. Go south. Bring your people to safety. And then I will do what must be done.
Drink the water of life.
Where?
Spy. Left behind. No trace of the others.
They've gone south to hide in the storms. Send this message to the Baron. The North is liberated and secured. Harvest spice at will. You kill 9 of my men with one single blade.
She won't talk.
Tell her that's fine. I already know everything I need to know. Only pleasure remains.
Dude. Look how fast they go. No shit, he's gonna do it. Who's he gonna get his own? Look how short she is. I didn't realize that.
Now that you can see our past, you can see your future.
So he didn't... Is this a vision? What the fuck?
My brother, my dearest brother, you are not prepared for what is to come. You'll now learn the truth about our family, and it will hurt you to the core. Paul, don't worry, I'm with you. I love you.
It's a sister.
يا لزامة هدية.
Fight him!
Paul?
Almost dead.
Paul. I'm here. What happened?
He's dead. His vital signs are so low they can't be detected. But he's alive.
What did you do to him?
Not that. Why would he do that?
Why would you do
that?
Chani, his body is fighting the poison and he needs your help.
You did this to him. You did this to your own son. You do it. Fix it yourself.
Chani, you might not believe in the prophecy, but you're a part of it.
You're the poison. You and your lies. Why would you do this?
What did she say?
Desert Spring Tears.
Desert Spring Tears. See, I did shoot. Her prophecy is going to be involved.
Please, arise. I'm here.
So, I mean, this prophecy is not entirely bullshit. He thought it was, but it's all the same. Probably deserve that.
I'm sorry about Chani.
She'll come to understand. I've seen it.
You can see.
The visions are clear now. I see possible futures. Our enemies are all around us. And in so many futures they prevail. But I do see a way. There is a narrow way through. I saw our bloodline, Mother, written across time. You are the daughter of Baron Vladimir Harkonnen. Did my father know?
I didn't know myself until I took the worm's poison.
She's Baron Harkonnen's daughter? I mean, he's... Oh my god.
We're Harkonnens.
Oh shit.
So this is how we'll survive. By being Harkonnens.
Whoa. I don't remember that being part of it at all. I mean, Fade Roth is like his cousin or some shit. This is why they thought Fade Rotha could be, maybe, the Kwisatz Haderach, and they gave him the test.
Stilgar, you can stop this. Do you hear me? You have the power to stop this.
Northern woman, you're not allowed to speak inside the circle. If you want to speak, you know what to do.
Stilgar, please.
She's pissed.
This prophecy is how they enslave us! How they dominate!
You'll get yourself in trouble.
This is none of your business.
Rabban Harkonnen himself killed my family. He gave me this scar to remember him by. This is all of my business.
This fucking... I like how everyone's so freaky looking always in this show. What does he mean, though? This is how we survive, by being Harkonnens.
If you wish to share your voice, you must take his place by defeating him and returning his water to the well.
You think I'm stupid enough to deprive myself of the best of us?
Taking my life, Usul. It is the only way.
I'm pointing the way!
Slow down.
Oh, fuck. He's using it now.
But you think you could have a chance? It's not the Josh. Absirsi secure to family. Dune.
Is that a game?
Chippy who crash!
But to keep pulling Charlie down.
This is my father's ducal signet. I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis! Melissan al-Gaib! Ashiki! Melissan al-Gaib!
Now she don't want to get up. Oh, the letter sent.
Paul Atreides is still alive. He challenges my father. Was this all upon your advice?
What?
Did you counsel my father to exterminate the Atreides?
Of course I did. Why else would it have happened?
You tried to sacrifice an entire bloodline.
And I was right to do it. The Kwisatz Haderach is a form of power that our world has not yet seen. For 90 generations we have supervised House Atreides. They were promising, but they were becoming dangerously defiant. Their bloodline had to be terminated.
But it's backfired. Paul is alive. And if he defeats Fade Rother, my father...
Your father will lose the throne no matter who prevails. But there is one way your family can remain in power. And through you, the continuation of our stewardship. Are you prepared?
You've been preparing me my whole life, Reverend Mother.
You heading north with the others?
I'm Fedaykin. I follow my leaders. If fighting goes north, I go north.
Paul didn't have a choice, Chani.
I won't be fighting for him. I'm fighting for my people.
I came to wish you best of luck.
I'd wish you the same. But it seems you've won your battle.
Dude.
You took the bait.
Well, the Emperor's very obliging. It's right on time.
Dude.
What is he doing here? I brought Spice production under control. What do we do?
Send messages to the great houses. Tell them that Arrakis is under Sardaukar attack. Tell them the future hangs in the balance.
Is it Sardaukar attack exactly? It's just the Emperor's coming. I guess he'd bring a bunch of Sardaukar with him.
Storm hits this ridge. Gurney will open the way for you, Stilgar, so you can enter the basin from the west and distract their defense systems. Johnny, I want you and your Fedaykin to then attack from the east. I'll strike from the north, head on, with the fundamentalist troops.
And I'll serve Arakeen for dessert.
Remember, I need the Emperor alive.
Johnny's pissed. I can't believe we got another movie we gotta wait for. It's gonna be 3 years from now.
Baron, do you have any idea who this Muad'Dib could be?
Some fanatic, Your Majesty. That's all we know.
More. Give me more.
He's a madman.
Mad?
All Fremen are mad.
That's all you know. Really?
Muad'Dib is dead. Or he went hiding in the southern storms, which means the same thing.
The sandstorm that's approaching threatens the integrity of our shields. We recommend going back into orbit.
Well, the mountains will protect us from most of it.
Baron, have you ever investigated the south regions of Arrakis?
While the entire region is uninhabitable, it's well known, Your Majesty.
Your uninhabited south exhibits evidence of human activity.
I wasn't aware of this. I swear to you I wasn't aware of any of this.
Muad'Dib is alive. I must find him.
They cut him off of his floaty thing. Is that what they did? I thought they were gonna chop his head off right there. I think he dies ultimately, but I can't remember how. Probably not till the next movie. Dude, it's gonna have worms everywhere. Wow. Oh, they got nukes. Whoa.
Sardaukar! On guard!
Dude. Oh, it's gonna be like the fucking sandworms show up. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah! Dude. Look at this worms, man. Look at Paul. Dude. Took the bait, all right. Oh shit! Yeah, they ain't coming back. Sardaukar through. Is that Paul? Didn't give a fuck. Gonna go right up to the Baron and kill him.
Grandfather.
Grandfather. Fan doesn't give a shit.
What deep? Din voltat hostjo. Vista sartakra.
Oh man! We've got all those fuckers there. Fade Rotha, the Emperor, that Bene Gesserit chick, the daughter. What? Ravan got away though. Well. Oh.
Look who's back from the dead.
No.
For my Duke and my friends.
Damn. There went Ravan, Rabbin. Was unceremonious end for Rabbin. Wanted him to hang out a little longer. Gave him back to the desert. She's still pissed? Come on, man. Look what he just got you.
Warships. The great houses.
Yeah.
Gurney, it's time. Bring the prisoners.
Fade Rotha's not going to go down so easy.
This isn't over yet.
I want you to know, I will love you as long as I breathe.
You already told her that.
There is a massed armada in orbit. You're facing a full invasion, Fremen.
How can you be so sure the great houses are here for me? They may be curious to hear my side of the story, don't you think? I am Paul Atreides, son of Leto Atreides, Duke of Arrakis. Gurney.
My lord.
Send a warning to all ships. If the great houses attack, our atomics will obliterate all spice fields.
You're out of your mind.
He's bluffing.
Consider what you're about to do, Paul Atreides.
Silence! Message sent, my lord. As a servant of the Imperium, you will bow at my feet.
Your feet! You'll be lucky to keep your head. I'll take the hand of your daughter, and we will rule together over the Empire.
Johnny's like, what the fuck?
You have to answer for my father.
Do you know why I killed him? Because he was a man who believed in the rules of the heart. But the heart is not meant to rule. Your father was a weak man.
Stand, or choose your champion.
I'm here, Atreides.
Mm.
I need a blade.
Except mine.
Uh-oh.
Do not stain your hands on this animal. Let me deal with him.
It's my burden.
I feel like this is kind of the end of the main first Dune book.
Why does he take such risks?
Muad'Dib leads the way.
Which means the next movie might be the next book.
I'm happy to finally meet you, cousin.
Cousin? Is that right? Well, you wouldn't be the first relative I've killed.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
Wow.
She's your pet? Any special attention for the pet?
Don't get under his skin. Don't let him get under your skin. Not good. This is not good.
You fought well, Atreides.
He pulled the knife out of himself and stuck it.
Listen, I gave.
How did that happen? To rewatch it. Now what?
You should have believed. You chose the wrong side.
Side? You of all people should know. There are no sides, Reverend Mother.
Damn, all the Harkonnens are dead.
The life debt has been paid. Spare my father now and I will be your willing bride. The throne will be yours.
Kiss the ring. I mean, it's that or lose your head. Paul's the Emperor? This isn't gonna last. Mother? No, Gurney.
My lord, the great houses have answered. They refuse to honor your ascendancy.
We await your orders, Isam al-Gaib.
Lead them to paradise.
What is happening, Mother? Your brother attacks the great houses. The holy war begins.
Oh, shit. Johnny's like, fuck this shit. I'm going back to the desert. We're gonna end it here? Yeah. Holy motherfucking shit. That was so good. Dude. That was beyond good. Although now I'm really am dumbfounded. Because I'm pretty sure I could look it up. But I'm pretty sure there's a third movie. I'm sure I know this. There's a third movie. You know what it was? I think it's Dune, and then Dune Messiah. Then was Children of Dune, and then God Emperor of Dune, and then Heretics of Dune. That's the one I never read. I mean, somebody said there might be like another one or something. Dune Messiah was short, relatively speaking. I think like Dune was like that thick. If you can tell by thickness. And then like Dune Messiah was like thin kinda. And then Children of Dune was thick also. I think that Dune Messiah in a way might have kind of, if I remember correctly, might have kind of rounded out the story. Children of Dune's, you know, still continues the story, but I think maybe I'm wrong, but this might be kind of like where Dune ended, and Dune Messiah might be sort of what the next movie is. That's my theory. And it was, again, it was a lot smaller of a book. Well, it wasn't a small book, I don't think, but it was not as big as Dune. I don't want to say stuff that I know kind of does happen. I know a few things that kind of happen, but these details or whatever. You know, I'd kind of like to go watch the old movie now, because I'm sure this followed the book, like, probably really closely. I mean, I would guess, as far as just events and how they went, like who died when and how and everything like that. But I'd kind of like to watch the old movie again. I have seen it. I can still do like a review reaction. I haven't seen it in about 100 years, so I definitely don't really remember much. I remember Sting's in it. I remember Sting and Paul have the fight at the end, kind of, which is basically what happened here. That's also why I kind of think that this might be where the book Dune ended, because I remember I think the fight was kind of at the end with Sting, who played Fade Rotha in the original movie, which is funny. This fucking Fade Rotha, though, was rad, dude. He was fucking sketch as a motherfucker. I really liked their harshness of the Harkonnens with all the murder and all that stuff. You know what they didn't do any of that I kind of wanted to see? Remember when there was like that weird creature in the first one? You just sort of saw it for a second. It was like a human-animal hybrid thing or whatever. I would like to have seen like a little bit more of that. Although I kind of Googled that once, and I think that they were like, we don't even really know what that is. They were like, it's not exactly in the book, but there was hints of weird hybrid experiments maybe referenced somewhere in the books. But you never really saw anything like that, I don't think. At least that's what I remember reading. I tried to figure out, what was that? So maybe it was just some sort of reference to something that they referenced in the book. Also, they didn't, and I don't know if they do this. Yeah, some really wild stuff happens. I don't know if I'm giving anything away, but I guess I'm not really giving anything away. But the way that they, fold space in order to do all this interstellar travel is by these creatures that are basically people that have been taking spice, or some, I don't know. I mean, it's probably some specific way they do it or whatever, but they were taking spice in some way for like so long that they kind of turn into their people. I think it's kind of turn into these overgrown weird creature things that they keep. I don't know, I can't remember, but I remember my image in my mind is like they're behind glass in some sort of thing, and they're the ones that can mentally fold space. So they're part of the navigation system and the guild and stuff. And I always kind of wanted, it'd be cool if they explored that a little bit more, like showed it or something. But there is some really cool stuff that's kind of, that they didn't even reference really in here, that I think is some stuff that comes up. I don't know. I don't really want to say because I don't want to spoil anything. But some other cool, even more deep involvement of the worms and the spice and shit like that can happen. But man, that was just so cool. Stilgar is cool as shit. I love him. Such a great character. And Gurney coming back, the way they brought him back, because he was down there just trying to steal spice, to smuggle it. And then, but dude, basically the most trippy thing was all the Emperor and Harkonnen stuff. Mostly the Harkonnen stuff was super wild. Fade Rotha was unreal. Raban is cool. I love when Fade's like, kiss my feet. He's like, now we're even. I do need to watch that fight again though, because I do not really understand what Paul did there at the end. I thought what he had done, he had kind of gotten stabbed like down here, but in the end he had a knife up here. I just didn't catch all that fancy flipping around that they did, but I think what he maybe did was pulled this knife out and flipped it around and stabbed him, but I'm not really sure. But I thought, yeah, right about, that was good how they did it. I was really thought Paul was about to go down for us, but I was like, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure Paul won that fight, but didn't look like it for a second. But they killed all the Harkonnens, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure him becoming Emperor shit, I'm not sure that, I don't really think that's gonna pan out. He doesn't really look like the Emperor type. I mean, married to what? That woman, she seems like she's ready to, first chance she gets, kind of flip on him. I mean, she seemed really cool, but I don't think she didn't seem I don't think she liked what had just happened there. She seemed like she'd be certainly willing to flip on him really quickly. She's Bene Gesserit. You can't trust any of them Bene Gesserits, dude. They're all cray-cray. What else? Well, whatever. That was just unbelievable. Unbelievable movie, man. I'm so happy with both those movies. They couldn't have done it any more justice. Somebody finally did justice to these books. It's about time somebody did that. All those special effects. Just the weirdness of it, too. Like, it never had all the spaceship stuff. All of that was just so, the book, it's so unique, It doesn't feel like anything sci-fi that you've really read before or whatever. And they really did that kind of weirdness of it justice. Like, it doesn't seem like Star Wars-y or Star Trek-y or any other kind of good sci-fi or with spaceships or whatever. It just doesn't have that feel. That was kind of another thing I thought they did really well, just to mention, since I was thinking about it, was like the attacks, like the continued attacks that they were doing. Like, they just did it right. Like, we sort of saw one, right? And then the other ones you just sort of saw, like, kind of quick pieces of. Like, you got the sense that, like, that they needed to convey was like, we've been doing all these sporadic attacks against the Harkonnen spice stuff, for I don't know how long. Years, a long time, But you didn't feel like, I didn't feel like it was, I don't know. You didn't feel like you had to sit through a whole bunch of battle scenes, Even though that you just didn't feel like you had to sit through a whole ton of those running around battle scenes. And there were a couple, there was a number of them, for sure. There were a couple of them. But you didn't feel like there was just too much of that at all. I thought it was just perfect. I don't know how other people feel about it, but I just thought, like, you got the sense that all those attacks were going on really well. I don't know, man. I just thought it was just perfect tone, perfect pacing, perfect weirdness, perfect effects. Like, all the effects were cool as hell. Man, it was just perfectly done, man. I just don't want to stop talking about it because I don't want it to be over. I feel like it's over once I stop talking about it because I'm not going to do any more videos. And there's probably a whole bunch of stuff after I start editing it that I'm going to be like, man, I wish I'd have said more about this or more about that. But, Chani was cool. Just the relationships were super well done. But we kind of saw, like, a glimpse of his sister in his, like, dream. And that was cool because she's a cool character. She comes along. And then, which she'll probably be in the next movie. And then, yeah, and then I love this kind of weird, that relationship between him and his mom being sort of contentious all the time, and her kind of being a Bene Gesserit, which are people that you don't really trust. Like, you loved her and her relationship with him at the beginning, you felt like they were really close, but they do diverge, and they handled that really well, because that's kind of the way I felt about it. My memory of the way I felt about it in the books was that. And also, I think her name is like going to be something like Alia or something, the sister. And her character was kind of in this movie, even though she really wasn't in the movie, but they kept having her sort of talk through the mother and stuff. And that was really cool. So we kind of had her as a character, even though she was never really there. And that thing where they showed how they got the life liquid stuff was really wild. You take it and then you put it in the water, and then it fights you. It doesn't like the water, and then you stick that thing down its throat and draw out the liquid. That was so fucking cool. Man, everything about it was super cool. It just seemed so realistic, and it's so weird, right? Dune is so weird. try reading it sometime. I read it like in high school. I read like all those books. I burned through all of them, and I remember that they were real like heavy political. There was a lot of this like politics kind of in it, which was strange, you know, for a trippy sci-fi novel. It's like Brothers Karamazov goes to space. No, not really, but all right. Well, turn the light off. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next time. All right. Thanks. Bye.